so.
That's
I
perfect.
think that'll fit in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so stiff and sore, but only from boxing. Anyway,
Yes.
not training with Emanuel.
Yeah.
Welcome back, October Reds, Emanuel Odiase. We are here in Wolverhampton ahead of your fight come Friday night at York Hall. Saturday.
Okay, let's do it again.
No, but it's only one takes on here. No
Is it?
edits. Yeah,
For
I
real?
don't do that. We keep it raw. We keep it original.
Keep it real.
If we mess
I
up,
like
we mess
that.
up.
Okay, that's part of the game.
And what's the day?
Saturday, but like abs, I can't wait. So it would have been nice if it was Friday night, but it's Saturday.
And it's fight number...
Number 6.
You know, I thought you had more fights than that. I don't know why. But how's
Because
it
I'm so
gone?
experienced.
Oh, really?
Because I look so good in the ring, yes.
Okay.
Maybe that's why.
Really?
I don't know, you
Well,
saw me last
you're
time.
knocking them out now, aren't you?
You
Talking
know.
about opponents.
You know how we do. We spoke before the last one in England, and it was a big topic of saying the fans want to see knockouts, etc. And I was just watching it back the other day, and I was saying in the interview, there's more to boxing than just knockouts. There's an art to it, but obviously I understand the promoters and the fans, they want to see knockouts, so I delivered that, and that's what we're working on in the gym as well. We're working on the art of boxing, but at the same time, it's professional boxing, so we're going to give the people what they want to see, big knockouts.
How have your boxing skills come on then over these past, 6 fights? From obviously your, started off as an amateur, experienced amateur, and you was umming and ahhing about turning pro and umming and ahhing about who was going to train you. There was so much different stages to you turning over pro. So how's it gone over these last 6 fights?
It's been blessings, honestly. Since I made that decision of coming to Wolverhampton, working with Joby Clayton, I say that over and over again. I said it last time in Germany, in German, so he couldn't hear it, but now this time he can hear it. I said,
Dankeschön, Joby.
Dankeschön. I said this has been one of the best decisions in my life coming over here, because now finally I have someone in my corner believing in me, trusting me, and I feel that 100%, and I give everything that I got back, because I want to pay him back in that sense of saying, yo, you believed in me from day one, and I'm gonna pay that back with hard work, determination, discipline, and big knockouts on the day. But yeah, it's been beautiful ever since I came here. The progress, I can see it now. I started watching my fights back.
Good.
From the first one into this one now. The progress has been so big and so good. So yeah, excited for the future.
What would you say that you've developed on the most during the last 6 fights as a pro? What have you learned the most so far? I know it's early in your career, very, very early, but every day is a school day and we're always learning. So what have you learned so far?
Wow, that's a good question. I think I've learned so much, honestly.
What's one that sticks out?
I think just the energy that you put in you put in day to day. You put in boxing day to day. That's one thing that Joby taught me. It's the energy. Like, you come into the gym with good energy, with positive energy. You don't listen to bad music, secular music, swear words, etc. This is something that he taught me, actually, because back then I was listening to all that kind of music, Drake.
Does it change? Does it literally change it?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I listen to. And I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Joby would throw me out the gym. I'd be out. It'd be kicked out. That's
the thing that changed a lot in general in my life as well. Just being more aware of what I'm doing, what I'm saying, what I'm listening to, what I'm consuming. So that's been big. Just the energy in general. And I think I've learned one thing over the years, inspiring with all these greats. It was like the energy that you put in outside of the ring is the energy that you're gonna get back inside of the ring as well. So you're serious and you take everything serious outside of the ring, that's gonna transfer into the ring as well. So that's what I'm doing now.
Can I spin it? Can I be a little bit of a devil's advocate? So if you're listening to all this, sorry, I don't mean this in a bad way, but happy clappy music.
No, I'm not listening just to happy clappy.
Because you don't need a little bit of aggression before you go in there. Boxing is an aggressive sport, but you know what? Teach me. I'm here to be taught, Emanuel.
I think everyone is different at the end of the day, but for me, what was most important is me really understanding my true self, is just understanding that I don't really want to listen to that kind of music. I don't really want to live that lifestyle that I lived before. So I've been changing a lot in that sense. And at the end of the day, I know it's boxing. You can have, like, people are aggressive or whatever, but I'm not bringing any feelings into the boxing ring. I'm cold with a killer mentality. Joby's always saying calmness is a superpower. So I'm calm, cold, collected, and I'm going to do the job because that's what I'm doing. I'm a boxer. My job is to win and to win in exciting fashion. And that's what I'm doing in the ring. And I don't need no aggressive music for that. I can do it with love. I'm whooping you with love, you know?
We like
Like
that.
Judge Foreman used to do. After he lost to Muhammad Ali, came back, he got baptized, he became a pastor, and then he came back into boxing. He was baptizing people in the ring. Same way I'm gonna do.
I like that. I know that you're quite religious anyway.
Yeah.
You always put God first and foremost,
Yeah.
which is nice. We hear a lot of boxers talk about it, but I know there's a few of you like yourself. There's Joshua Boatsi, and these are the ones that just spring to mind that really do take it seriously.
Yeah.
So the last fight that you had, talk to us about that.
Yeah. It was beautiful. It was a good
But it
performance.
was because you stopped him.
Oh yeah, first round knockout. But other than that, it's like I said, it's not just about the knockouts. It's about just enjoying yourself, learning, progressing in every match, in every session, every day. So I felt good progress in that whole process of fighting in Germany. It was close to my hometown, and I felt the love of the people. So it was really positive. But the cherry on the icing on the cake was the knockout, definitely.
And then the one before that, you also stopped him. That was obviously the last fight that you had in the UK
Yeah.
where I saw you. Talk to us about that fight as well, because you did get a stoppage. You was talking about the art of boxing, and it's
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
but you've ended up getting 2 stoppages in your last fights. And look, I listen to the pundits,
Yeah.
when they're watching the fights and they're talking about the statistics of the fighters. And this
Yeah.
is why I say that about the knockouts.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that the pundits will pick up on, especially with heavyweights, is their percentage knockout ratio.
Yeah.
So you have got your last 2 opponents out of there. So the one before, the one in Germany, talk to us about that. Was that Birmingham, actually?
Which one you mean now?
The one where we had...
Yeah, that was Birmingham, the Matchroom one.
Yes.
Yeah, Birmingham, that was beautiful. I was doing my boxing, still in the fight, progressing, learning. Obviously listen to my corner, listen to Joby saying, box around him. So I did that, and it was just wonders after that because, just box around and he don't know what's coming. And I put a right hand out there and just whipped in with the left hook, and that's all she wrote. So
She rolled.
that was beautiful, but at the end of the day, it was good progression for me. I wanted a 6-rounder originally, and they gave me a 4-rounder, which is a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, we got it done, and it is what it is. I'm just going up the ladder, sorry, and I'm gonna be there soon. 2027 is the date that I put out to be a world champion. So I really, really believe in that. I put the energy in every day, and it's gonna come, God willing.
When you look at the scope of the heavyweights, like the young ones like yourself that are, coming through.
Would you consider me young? I'm 25 now. I'm gonna be 26 end of the month.
You're a baby.
Yes, for real.
Yeah, I think you're a baby. Put it this way,
sometimes,
I've got a son older than you,
Okay,
so you are literally a baby
I hear you.
to me.
Yeah,
But you're only 6 fights in.
Yeah.
Going into lucky number 7.
yeah,
You threw me off what I was going to ask you then.
yeah. Now six
about
fights on Saturday. Yeah,
6 fights on Saturday.
yeah,
So when you look at the heavyweights that are around the 6, 7, 8, 9 fight, and you look at the progression, and obviously, and when I say that, I don't mean that you're comparing yourself to them, because you don't need to do that. You're all on your own journey.
yeah,
But when you look at those and thinking that, one day we're going to get in the ring together, it's going to be you and I, we're sort of on the same path, we're going in the same direction. What do you take from them?
To be honest, you already said it there. Like, I'm not focused on anybody else. I'm just focused on my progress. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So if they keep on winning, then I'll meet them one day. But other than that, I'm focused on my process. It's all about winning for me.
Okay.
And staying undefeated, getting more progression as we go along. And if they keep on winning, like I said, I'm going to meet them one day. But for now, I'm not focused about them. I'm just focused on my process. And if we meet later down the road, then I'm ready for whoever's coming.
That mantra, staying undefeated, what does that mean to you? Because sometimes fighters lose.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
But one of the things that you've said, and you've said it a couple of times, is staying undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah, because I got big goals, like I said, 2027 world champion. To get there, there's no losses. I don't see no loss coming. So I'm taking everything serious. I got role models in terms of boxing. When you look at Usyk, I've seen the work that he's put in behind the scenes. He's undefeated, undisputed. So that's kind of like a career path that I'm looking to take, being undisputed one day, taking everything serious. So taking care of everyone that's in my way, because listen, this is boxing, and I'm not looking to go and say, oh yeah, we're gonna see if I lose, blah, blah, blah. That's not my mindset. I'm going in there saying, I'm gonna take care of everyone that's in my path, and I'll be undefeated, and then I'll retire undefeated. That's my goal, that's my plan, and I don't see no one coming in and taking that away from me.
I admire that ambition, and it is, it's a tough ask. It is it is a sport that can sometimes go either way. But like I said, with your change of music, with you baptizing people in the ring, with you having this different angle, I guess that positive mindset has to stay with you. There's no room for doubt.
Yeah.
You mentioned discipline. I think one of the things that separates the good from the greats is discipline. And I read a quote the other day, and they said, don't treat discipline like a chore. Treat discipline like it's self-respect. So when you lose that discipline, you're losing self-respect for yourself.
Yeah.
So having that mindset to say, I lived a life, everything about me is boxing because I want to be undefeated. I want to be a world champion in 2027. We say these things all the time, but how much do you mean it? Because everyone, you can speak to a load of fighters and they'll say the same thing. But Emanuel, what makes you different from them?
I think it's in my name, It's been given to me since birth. Emmanuel means God is with us. So I have some thinking. I have the love of God within myself. I believe in myself 100%. First and foremost, I believe in God. So everything that's been happening in my life and in my career, I can see God's footprints in there. So he's been opening doors. That's why I know I'm on the right path. This is for me. This is my destiny. I have fire when I speak about boxing, and I'm never going to lose that. So it's within me, and this is God's plan. So it will happen. I'm 100% sure.
So I'm going to talk to you about your fight on Saturday, and then I'm going to speak to you about Anthony Joshua, because obviously you're part of 258. You're managed by them. You speak about mentors. I know you've mentioned Usyk because of his clean boxing record, as it were. But talk to me about Saturday, not Friday. Saturday night. What can we expect from you at your call? Lovely venue, by the way.
Yeah, iconic venue, especially for Great Britain. So I have a few people coming over, flying over from Germany.
Good.
Supporting. So we have some big plans, obviously. I'm going to get into that maybe later at the end of the interview, but we have some big plans. For Saturday, the plan is to go in and do everything that we worked on in the gym, in the progression, in camp. I said to you before, it's been a hard camp because it was really short. But we've been working our asses off, literally, waking up early mornings, running mountains,
I've seen it.
That's what we do.
In the fog.
Yeah, that's what we do.
5 a.m.
Oh.
You know what? It looks
It's so muddy.
Beautiful.
It's so muddy sometimes.
I bet it's hell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, but you got to go through those dark nights to shine in the light. I keep saying it over and over, and we're ready to go through these dark nights, dark early mornings, whatever. To be ready to shine and perform under the lights. So whatever's coming my way, I know I'm ready, I'm prepared because I've done it here in camp in preparation. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. On Saturday night, you're going to see a good performance, a solid performance from Emanuel Odiase, and you will see another knockout.
We like it. So let's talk about Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
Obviously, one of your great mentors. I know that you've been friends with him for a long while, even before you turned professional. I know that he was somebody that you've looked up to and somebody that's always looked out for you as well.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that goes under the radar a little bit about the stuff that Anthony Joshua does for fighters. I mean, I've heard, all the rumours, and I've spoke to people that he has helped. When you look at his career, and we can touch on his last fight with Daniel Dubois, and I can only speak from my opinion, but I'm going to ask you yours. Watching the rise of him, watching him take defeats, watching him go back in and get the wins, except for obviously Alexander Usyk, who's just completely on another level. When you see, Anthony Joshua as a former two-weight world champion, what would you say that you've learned from him and his career, and what things that you look at and think, okay, I'm going to try and do that, but try and do that better, and possibly not mistakes or avoid certain things that he's done? What would you say that you've taken from his career?
There was something you said there where you said Usyk is on a whole nother level, which I don't really believe. I believe
He is
AJ.
multiple weight world champion.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid, but at the end of the
Undisputed
day, AJ is solid as well. But it was just certain things in preparation that I think that he didn't do correctly, and you happen to see this on fight night. So what I could take away from his career and his process is just take everything in the right way in the preparation, and at the end of the day, you're gonna see the results in the ring. So I think AJ has done great for everything in his career. He's been helping so many people outside, behind the scenes that you don't even see, as you touched on. So he's a great champion. In terms of boxing, unfortunately, he took some hard losses, but he showed that he's a fighter. He got up, he continued on fighting. So that's the positive that you can take from that. Even if you fall down, you get up again, because that's what champions are made of. But at the same time, as I touched on before, I want to go down undefeated. So in that sense, I just have to learn to take everything serious outside of the ring as well. Where my energy goes, AJ is a huge superstar in that sense. So I've seen it in Germany. There was an event, and it's just unreal how the people take energy, because you go to these media events, you take pictures with everyone. People, it's taking so much energy.
It does.
In that sense. So me knowing I will be a superstar one day, God willing, I just have to stay focused on not giving too much energy away for the things outside of boxing. So I have to focus on my boxing first, and all the other things is gonna come. That's one thing that I've learned already. But obviously, I need to speak to him more to see and understand what's been going on behind the scenes, because yeah, we speak, but I'm still speaking from an outside standpoint, if you get what I'm saying. So I need to speak to him more, understand what's been going wrong, what's been going right, and then with that advice, I can really plan my career. Yeah.
I think sometimes it can be the case of, like you said, yeah, I get it, preparation is key. But sometimes it's just down to the better man won on the night. The thing is, you can train. You've said you've had a tough camp. It's been a short camp, so therefore it's been a tough camp. You could have had some excellent sparring days, and you could have had some poor sparring days. But what counts is fight night. And sometimes you can go in there on fight night, and it's just not your night.
It can happen.
It can happen.
It happened to the best, but at the same time, when you're really determined and you put in the work, I think nothing can stand in your way. And in that sense, it's when I believe in God is coming back again. I'm saying God's plan, I'm going to be world champion. So I believe 100% deep from my heart that this will happen. So whatever happens on fight day, the day before fight day, or in sparring, let's throw this all out the window. Fight night, you have to perform like you said. And I believe 100% that God is with me in the ring. I'm punching with God's power. I'm going to knock people out with God's help. So I'm ready for anything.
God of War. Listen, don't ever change.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When I look back, you know, if I'm still here in 10 years' time and you have achieved that world champion status, I want to see that magic still in your eyes, because sometimes it's sad to see it fade.
Yeah.
You know, so make sure you keep that sparkle. Make sure you look back on, you know, the catalogue of Emanuel Odiase interviews and you think, keep that magic, because often it dims, it can go out, things don't go your way, you lose a bit of love, and then you're in this entanglement with boxing, for a better word. But I'm going to finish up, and you said you're mentioning plans. Talk to me about the plans for yourself. What's happening? Are you signed to a promotional company?
No.
Is something happening regarding that?
You know what? We're gonna see what happens, but we got some big plans next year in Heidelberg, my hometown. It's a great and interesting town in Germany.
I need to go.
Yeah, you can come next year.
I like German cars.
We're gonna do the event in Heidelberg. I'll be the main event.
Okay.
And it's gonna be
Is
lovely.
that an invite for me?
Of course.
Okay.
You'll be there. You'll be there, and you're gonna see my hometown. It's a beautiful city. Honestly, everyone check out Heidelberg. And for the people from the UK, if you haven't seen Heidelberg yet, next year, close to summer, we're gonna do a crazy event over there. And if you have time, you're more than invited to come and see the city, see some great boxing, see a spectacular knockout.
You have to do a tour bus.
Tour bus, I'll be focused, I'll be locked in fight week.
Locked in fight week, yeah. Maybe Sunday.
Yeah.
Maybe the Sunday after the Saturday night, if it's on the Saturday night.
Yeah.
Listen, Emanuel, all the best for Friday.
Thank you. What?
Saturday. You know what? It's because it's your call.
Come on.
And your call have a lot of fights on Friday nights.
You confusing me now. Joby, am I fighting Friday, Saturday? No,
Saturday night.
Saturday.
Where can we watch it?
I think it will be live on YouTube. They do Fight Zone streams as far as I know.
Fight Zone.
Yeah,
Okay.
as far as I know, but we'll have to check again. But I'm pretty positive that there will be a stream, so check it out. If not, you're gonna see the highlights on my Insta.
Yeah, you love
Emanuel Odiase, check it out.
your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've just started YouTube as well.
You've got all of it, haven't you? You're on TikTok as well?
Yeah, just working, you know. But at the same time, that's something that I've learned, and we touched on this before, to not get too much focus away from boxing.
Spot on.
So I've got all of these things going for myself now. I've started it off, but at the same time, I need to remind myself sometimes, listen, focus, lock in on boxing now. Because when I come in the gym with the camera, Job's already looking at me like, and I understand it because it's true. It's boxing, so
let the camera do the camera work and you do your work. But
yes,
I get that.
Yes, it's just a sticky one where I'm saying
documenting.
Yeah, I'm doing some stuff for people behind the scenes, people to check it out, etc., which is nice. But at the same time, sometimes I need to lock in. So I have to see how I handle this thing. I'm still learning. I'm still on the rise. Like you said before, I'm still a bit young, so I'm learning. But my focus is on boxing first, and the rest is gonna come and fall into place.
We love it. Listen, thank you so much for your time, Emanuel. Thanks for giving me the wrong postcode as well. But we got there in the end. Until the next time.
I'm so sorry. Good speaking to you, though.
Good speaking to you.
God bless you. And you try work on this with the music. Like, listen, you're gonna see a good effect. You're gonna see a good effect.
I grew up on gangster rap.
I grew up on all of this music.
There's
as
no,
well.
Listen, I'm too old to change. No, I'm
never.
I am too, no, all right.
No.
Then. Sorry, I don't want to change.
You don't want to change?
No, I'm happy.
Okay.
I'm happy.
As long as you're happy.
I'm happy listening to
angry,
negative music.
Oh my God.
It's amazing.
Oh my God.
Gives me life.
Oh my God, how's that giving you life?
Gives me life.
It takes away life.
Nah.
Trust me.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.